Hi, this is Milan of Soul Natural Wellness, and welcome to today's broadcast episode of Do You Ever Feel Sluggish mid part of your day? I notice the same trend in a certain period of time. You just start feeling sluggish and you can't seem to get that energy, especially somewhere around the mid part of your day. You wake up in the morning, you wake up maybe having tea or coffee, and then once you get to your destination, you eat something like I don't know, something like some carbohydrates, but they're like simple carbohydrates, like something breaded, maybe be a donut, a bagel, or maybe something like that, a croissant. So something that's a very simple carbohydrates. So that's how you get your day started, and then around noon, you're getting close to lunch, but you're starting to get really ravenous. So you grab something from either vending machine or maybe convenience store or somewhere close, or maybe the your office cafeteria, because now you're really hungry. So you just grab something mindlessly, and after that, once you have lunch, your lunch is more than likely with something that's breaded, maybe a sandwich, a salad, soup and sandwich, something that was bread along with it. Or if it's not, it could be maybe just a soup, because you're watching your weight, you're watching how you look, you want to make sure that you can fit in your clothes, right? Now, close to dinner, here you are. You haven't left work, and it's maybe like the 6th hour, because you're working a 10-hour day. It's the 6th hour, and now you're famished, because looking back through your day, you haven't really been eating right, which is why you're feeling sluggish. So in this video, I'm really going to break down why exactly you feel sluggish and what you can do to make sure that your body is performing at its peak. Because we don't have the energy like we did in our 20s and 30s, but you can still have energy, the mental focus, the clarity that you need to get through your day. So because the brain works with all of these spiry type neurons, and what happens is when the brain is working, they're all like connected together. So they help process your ideas, your creativity, to help you stay focused, which is really important. So if you really want to return from lunch feeling more empowered and not fatigued, not coming like you just had this drop and now you need to take another break, another 20 minutes later, you really need to add in more protein. That's what your body's telling you. Your body's letting you know that I can't sustain you off of just carbohydrates. I need you to add in protein. But the problem that I find with most people when they add in protein, they're always adding in something else, like maybe something of starch, like maybe pasta or potato, or something to that degree. If you're adding in starchy foods, then it's sort of counterproductive, because you're combining types of foods that don't necessarily digest in your body the same way. So for lunch, really make sure you're including protein. It could be animal protein, it can be non-animal protein like beans or legumes or even nuts, just having a sufficient amount of those, avocados. If you're going to have guacamole, make sure that you're dipping vegetables with it, maybe like a cucumber instead of chips or nachos. So if you're living in a season where it's mostly hot and it's summer, of course your body wants lighter foods, more grilled, more poached. So you want to make sure that you're including foods that would be a little bit more dense, like protein, solid foods, dense soups with beans and stews, those type of foods. Because protein, as I mentioned, it is a really good source of giving you the energy that you need for your brain. If you've been having issues with maybe thinning hair, there could be other issues underlying. There could be hormonal, there could be medication, there could be other issues. Always talk to your doctor first before you change your nutritional intake, because you want to make sure that you're not doing anything that would go counterproductive to what your doctor's telling you. And in the end, it's your body. You have the right to choose what should work for you and what shouldn't work for you. You are the director of your life, basically. Another thing I would really like to mention before we finish up this broadcast today is that to really concentrate and focus on energy type foods and ditch foods like carbs, simple, even complex early in the day, as you're starting as you're starting your day, going into lunch, or even going into dinner, because you want to think protein. You want to think foods that will sustain you. You want to think foods that will give your body, your muscles, energy to work at your top peak. So I hope you enjoyed this video. And I'm getting ready to eat, so if you are about to eat because of after what I just said and sharing my lunch with you, bon appetit. And so our next time together, I want you to stay beautiful and healthy.